that justifies a reset. Alright.
Say something. Don't screw up.
Tab number 341. Good year, good year. Roman Empire was doing a thing or two, probably.
Huh?
There's probably something going on in Sweden. Or I mean like the area that is Sweden, because I'm pretty certain Sweden didn't exist in 341. Maybe it did, I don't know. Been a while since I've taken world history.
Yeah.
I actually almost feel like tacking on a couple of seconds to my first fight split. It's because in order to actually beat that, I mean, like, it's like I have done it in that time, but I'm pretty certain I got a good loading zone. Both items were well, and like I got stars. That or Connie got a lucky hit, which like he very rarely does without any points in luck.
Dad, what?
Please tell me.
So basically, like to match that, even to match the gold split, or even like be within like a second or two is just like incredibly difficult. So it's kind of annoying to like always do this split and see that I'm like 10 seconds off my sum of best. Yeah, it is the point of golds.
Oh, now let up. Beep. I could.
Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling. Like I wouldn't actually do that.
Get over here.
The only time I ever would adjust a gold split is if I'm doing more things in there that I didn't originally, because then like it would be literally impossible to beat it.
Hey.
Like, I did that a lot for all bosses when things were getting adjusted and the route was changing. Then, like, this particular split, you're grabbing another Light Steven, so it's like, that gold would no longer be accurate. So then I just tack on, like, 10 or so seconds. That way I don't delete the gold, but I just make it so that it's, like, pretty reasonable to beat it. Then I figure, like, okay, now I have, like, an accurate gold for that split. I feel like out of like a lot of speedrunners I've seen, I feel like I'm the only one that does it that way. I feel like pretty much everyone else just straight up delete the gold. I just don't like that because then when you look at your sum of best, like until you get something for that split, it's just like completely inaccurate. And I guess that, I don't know, like bothers me in some way. There's like something in my brain is just like, no. I think it's because it makes your sum of best a lot lower than what it actually would be. So like it's not accurate until you do it, and then your sum of best like suddenly like spikes up. Yeah, I think that's what bothers me. It's because when you delete the split and then you get like an actual gold in a run, you just like spike up your sum of best. Yeah, it's definitely a me thing, like I wouldn't deny that. And every time I get stars, I feel like this enemy still attacks Connie instead of going for Steven. So they always do the opposite. You do a no reset, get a shitty baseline. Yeah, I can see that too. What do you speedrun, by the way? I mean, I didn't even know you streamed. Unless you don't stream and you just do like runs. You don't stream. You ran Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Cool. Is streaming just not something you want to do? Or is it because you don't have like a capture card and a setup and everything? Both. Well, if you need the equipment, just use all the big bucks that Vesper pays us mods. Get some equipment. I think this guy's going for Steven, sadly. Oh right, yeah, you're not a mod. I don't know why, I keep thinking that you're a moderator in Vesper's chat.
Oh yeah!
I guess I just forget, because I feel like... Yeah, I was gonna say, because, I mean, like, you talk a lot. And, like, a lot of people that talk a lot tend to become moderators in this chat. I mean, as long as you're, like, cool or something. Like, Jotio talked a lot, but he was never gonna get mod. I mean, I imagine, if I had to guess, I would say Vesper might make you a mod if, like, you actually needed mods.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
That's definitely a thing with streamers, especially bigger streamers, I think. So there's usually a lot of people that they would mod, but then they don't want, you know, they don't want, like, just have, like, a massive mod wall in their chat. I mean, even I am like that. There's a couple of people that I would probably mod. But then, like, if I did, then, like, yeah, like, everyone in the chat would be a mod that's active. I think I'm pretty good now, though. Got, what, like, 6 or 7 mods, I think? Alright, about a quarter of the way. Like, plus, if you consider that, like, I don't think Plan has been... unless she, like, lurks, which I don't think she does. I don't think she's been around since, like, I was doing Wind Waker Randomizer.
It's my page. I feel so upgraded.
Like, back when I first started doing it, which is when I modded her, actually. She was around, like, all the time, and my chat was getting active at that point. And Crystallis and Luna were really never around. I haven't seen Luna in a while either, but I think she's, like, busy with school and stuff, and doesn't really watch Twitch much anymore. Crystallis is, like, on and off. Yeah, there's people that, like, I would mod, but then, like, I just don't want, like, all of my active chatters to be mods. So it's like, hey, if you want to be a moderator in my stream, get me more viewers, so then I would need you. Yeah, you were definitely one of the first people to, like, be in my stream and stuff. I definitely do remember that. You know, Vesper was actually one of the first people to ever say anything in my chat. Like, my very first stream, Vesper popped in and said PogChamp. Didn't follow me, but said PogChamp, so that was pretty cool. Like, I think only like 10 or so people can say that they like watched my very first stream. It wasn't that bad either. I think I streamed for like, I want to say it was maybe like 2 hours of like Tigris Honey Hunt. Just did a couple of runs. Yeah, that's also why Crystallis and Luna were made mods, because they were here a lot for in like the beginning. And they're synced up. Ooh, we're on another good run here. Yeah, no follow. Rip.
Let's go. What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
Something that I always found odd, like, I don't know, just like something that I've like noticed like as someone who streams is like, I get kind of confused by people that are around. Like when people are like in my stream and like they're around and they talk like a lot, like during that stream, and then they don't follow. Like, it just makes me wonder if like there's like a particular thing that I said that like, I don't know, maybe they like reconsidered. Like, you know, I was going to follow until Valda made that gem pun for the 5th time. Yeah, and it's like, wow, like someone was in here, they have like 30 chat messages, and then guess it wasn't enough. But no, I mean, I think what's more confusing is like getting a follow, and like,
Let's do this.
I don't know, like I feel like there's a lot of people that follow channels and then never watch them again.
Keep it up, Connie.
I guess in some cases it makes sense. I mean, I had people that followed me, like, I had people that followed me. Oh, I forgot to put the attack. God damn it.
I know.
Like, I had people that followed me, like, back when I was playing, like, Xenoverse. And so, like, I can understand that, like, maybe they just came for the Xenoverse, and they weren't interested in me doing other stuff.
I feel a jam session coming on.
Alright, well, that sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I imagine that's probably what they did, too.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well, I guess at least you never unfollow, so you're, like, +1 to their viewer account.
Let's go.
It's actually funny, there's, I know someone who sort of did that for me. They followed me when I was doing the Mario Party, minigame island speedruns, right? Which I did, like, back during Tigris Honey Hunt. And, I don't think they ever said anything in chat.
Come on, team.
But, go ahead, like, fast forward, like, you know, 6 months or whatever. And, when I was doing Wind Waker Randomizer, they came back into the chat, because they were doing it too. And he was like, yeah, I followed you when you were doing Mario Party. And it's like, whoa, cool. Yeah, I did that myself recently, I think. Or actually, no, I did it on Twitter, not on Twitch. I feel like for me, for the most part, people that I haven't watched in a while are just people that, like speedrun something that I just like haven't been in the mood to watch.
Keep it up, honey.
So like I don't follow them just because I know like sometime in the future I'm gonna like want to watch it again.
I've got just the thing.
Alright, hopefully this guy was going for Connie. Yeah, nice. This next attack should sync them up, and then I can kill this guy. Apparently you got 4 followers, that's neat. Before I even started streaming, I think I had something like 65 or like 64 or 65 followers. Just because, like, over time, people just followed me. That was also before they had friends. Like, I remember when Twitch didn't have, like, add people as a friend. So, like, I feel like people that didn't stream just followed each other, and that was, like, the equivalent of being friends. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I've said a couple of times I'm pretty fortunate because I like never went through that period where I just like never had any viewers or like anyone in my chat. Because of that, which I guess you can consider it networking. Just because I had people follow me and I was active in other communities, I never went through that period of time where I just like, you know, would go on and stream for 3 hours and no one's watching me, no one's in chat. Which I'm like definitely grateful for.
Steven, we're just like the heroes in your RPGs.
So I definitely do feel like that's probably one of the biggest things that can burn people out when they first start streaming. Is, you know, they might see other streamers, even like smaller streamers that do have an active chat, they might see that and think that they'll be able to get that pretty easily. And like I feel like that doesn't really happen. Ooh, nice Q1 on Connie. I think one thing I've been curious about is like, I feel like I understand how speedrunners grow on Twitch, because like people are interested in speedruns and they'll look up the game and find you through the directory, or like other runners of the game follow you and they'll like shout you out, give you hosts and stuff like that. But I've always wondered how, say like, people that do variety gaming, like people that would just buy a new game coming out and stream that. And that's just like, you know, every couple of days to like a week or so they're playing a new game. Like I just wonder how those kinds of people grow. Because I feel like that would be so much more difficult than, like, you know, speedrunning. I feel like that might be even more difficult than doing something like Fortnite or PUBG, because with that, you can, like, also connect with other people playing the same game. But it's like, you know, you're playing Arkham, you know, you're playing, you know, Batman Arkham, or, you know, you're playing through
On to the next one.
Heavy Rain, or other things. Like, sometimes I play things casually, but I feel like it helps because I know that people are going to watch me no matter what. Real MVPs. So I'm going to have, like, some people in the directory and stuff, which, like, definitely helps. Yeah, I feel like it has to be a lot more luck-based. So, like, how do you connect with that? Because, like, I don't think there's, like, some huge Discord of, like, variety streamers. Maybe you, like, find a Twitch team or something. And again, you probably hope to get lucky and hope that, like, some of the people that follow you are streamers. So then they'll, like, give you a host. It's like, everyone I know that does variety gaming, I already knew them, like, when they were already somewhat big. Like, Alex, No One Alex, Mike Feedback. Although, I also know Mike had, like, an active following. Like, because before he got into streaming, he was, like, really big on the My Little Pony scene as a music maker. So, like, he already had a social media presence and everything before he started streaming, which, like, would help out a whole lot. And I know Fuzziness was in, like, the Smash scene for a while. So, like, a lot of people followed him just because, like, they knew him. And, like, again, he had, like, the social media and everything. I was actually musing about this earlier. Like, I'm not going to do it myself, but I would be curious if it's possible to go from, like, being a new streamer and only doing Mario Party CPU matches. Like, that is all you do on stream. And, like, if someone just did that, like, 6 hours, like, you know, 6 to 8 hours, like how other streamers, like, stream as long, like, if you could actually grow from that and, like, potentially reach partner. I feel like it's gotta be possible. Got Dave Skip, by the way.
Come on, team.
You're now following 120. I'm following 200, I think. I, like, just recently followed... I forget who the latest person I followed is, but yeah. They made me follow 200 people. It's kind of nice. I have 600 followers and 200 people I'm following. Like, nice round numbers, lots of zeros.
Lovely.
Your latest was Tomshi. No clue who that is. Nice. Alright, we have a run that is kicking. In a good way.
Ready when you guys are.
For a second, I thought you said sumo wrestler. I just, like, glanced at chat and saw that, and I was like, sumo wrestler. I was like, alright. That's interesting. I've never heard of any IRL streamers that were sumo wrestlers.
More adventure.
I don't think I follow anyone who actively runs Odyssey anymore. Oh, no, I'm pinkish.
Stick together, team.
Although I don't know how active she is, really. But yeah, like, Crescendo doesn't stream anymore. Regularly, anyway. I just think Chrism does Odyssey for, like, subathons and stuff. Well, Vesper never ran it. Oh, I followed Germ. Germ. I think he runs Odyssey? But, yeah, I don't think he streams much. I think he's, like, busy with school.
Yay!
Pants doesn't really stream Odyssey anymore, I don't think. Or run it, rather. That's never played it. Did play a lot of Breath of the Wild. Those are the days.
Oh, I didn't expect this.
I remember I actually watched him on his first playthrough, because I don't own a Switch, so I was like almost never going to be like playing it myself. So I picked Vesper to be my watch person, casually play through person. Oh, that's cool.
Let's get this party started.
I think Go-Go is the only person from like a speedrun that I no longer run that like I'm still like hanging around with. The other runner who was active, Blaze, never like followed or watched me.
Nicely done.
And Minigame Island, even though people run it, it doesn't really have a community. People just like kind of run it.
Bring it like weirdos.
I never really got into like I did like 2 runs of Sonic Battle 2. But I never really like got involved in the community at all.
Adventure is out there.
And Johnny Bravo is just myself, so no like community to speak of.
Oh, that's great.
Tigger's Honey Hunt. Discord's literally dead. There is Mother, who like follows me and I follow him. But he's like literally like 13 or 14 years old. Mostly busy with school, so doesn't stream much.
The day we have
Why? Listen,
And then here to Save the Light, I still run it, so like...
You see?
Yeah.
I think.
I watch Polar Bear a decent bit to like, you know, watch someone else running the game. He hangs out sometimes. Lapis doesn't stream. Charlotte Lapis doesn't stream, but they play the game. I think it's been about a month since they've done a run, actually. Oh.
Little light reading.
Sometimes you can like do something before the spectral conclusion gets to go.
what am I gonna pick? Maybe what am I gonna
this?
Yeah, same. Like I automatically assume that everyone is like an adult like me. So I'm always like, oh yeah, there are people that are like 14 years old on Twitch. Then I also think about how practically everyone that I follow is younger than me. I mean, I'm 26, so like, I'm older than Vess, I'm older than Chrism. I think like Enop's probably older than me. How's my back? I got a shitty back, honestly. Not even gonna lie about that.
Ready?
I have no clue how old Polar Bear is. I'm pretty sure he's like an adult, though. I don't know about Frog either, but... I imagine Frog is maybe early to mid-20s, so we may be around the same age. Vess, I think he's like around 24. I know I'm older than him, because Alex is the only person on next level that I'm that is older than me. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, yeah, we had another kind of slow conclusion, so... I mean, I also have a pretty sick gold. But yeah, this could be a PB here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. RNG manipulation.
Little light reading. Fascinating.
Pathetic.
Oh!
You can do this.
Now we just gotta get a lucky.
Ready?
Please give me a lucky. Please, Mr. Obama.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
I don't think this is gonna kill. No, heck. I think we got it though. I think we got. Ooh. 30-28, sub 30-30. What's up? Didn't even think Hess Knight could be golded.